Hello learners, welcome to this interactive session on a very important and personal topic, self-appraisal and self-development of early childhood education personnel. Yes, we are talking about you, your journey, your learning, your challenges and your growth as an early childhood care and education professionals. So let me begin by asking you a quick question. When was the last time you asked yourselves, how am I doing in my role as a Anganwadi workers or as a preschool educators? So this is the questions, and through the process of our interaction you will get the answers. And now see what is self-appraisal. Self-appraisal is just like looking into a mirror, not to check how you look, but to check how you are walking. It is a method where you assess your own performance honestly and thoughtfully. Let me explain this with a small activity. Please take a notebook, make 5 columns with these headings. Number 1, strength. Second, weakness. Third, limitations. Fourth, opportunity. And fifth, threat or constraint. And for example, a strength could be your ability to connect with mothers in your community. A weakness could be your hesitation in maintaining records properly. A limitation might be not having enough educational materials. An opportunity could be attending a local training workshop. And a threat or challenge might be irregular power supply that hampers digital learning. Now you try. You may pause this video and note down your own short analysis. That means strength, weakness, opportunity and threat. Don't worry, there will be no right or wrong answers here, only honest ones. Now let's see, why is self-appraisal important? Let me ask, why do we need to reflect on our work? Why can't we just go with the flow? Well, when you assess yourselves, you set clear goals, you plan how to improve your performance, you solve problems better. You feel more confident and yes, you develop as a professional. Self-appraisal is the first step towards self-development. And what is self-development? Now let's talk about self-development. This is about becoming a better you, more skilled, more informed and more confident. Here are some simple but powerful ways to do that. Number 1, regularly update your knowledge. For that you read, attend refresher training, ask questions. Second, participate in workshops and training programs. They are not just formalities but golden opportunities to learn. And keep positives and a healthy attitude towards your own strengths and limitations. Try to share experiences with fellow Anganwadi workers, preschool educators. Learning from each other is one of the best forms of growth. Talk to your community, understand what they need, and plan need-based innovative activities. Let me share a small tips. Every month, take out 30 minutes, just 30 minutes. Sit down, reflect on what you did well, what was challenging, and what you would like to improve. Checklist for self-appraisal is available according to the Handbook for Anganwadi Workers, published by National Institute of Public Corporation and Child Development. You can use a checklist for self-appraisal, and this checklist help you to review your own activity, how effectively you are conducting preschool activities, how well you are maintaining health records, your communication with mothers and families, your coordination with ASAs, ANMs and other functionaries, and how well you are managing time and resources. So would you like to make your own checklist too? You can. Take a few points from this handbook and add your own. Remember, this is for you. So make it useful and personal. So regarding awareness of role and job responsibility is very important for self-appraisal and self-development. Being aware of your role in the first step towards becoming an effective and evolving early childhood care professional. Why is this important? Because only when you know what is expected of you can you assess how well you are performing and how you can grow. Let us break this down. What does role awareness mean? Role awareness means having a clear understanding of your professional duties, the scope of your work, and how your role contributes to a child's holistic development. And it includes knowing what you are responsible for, understanding who you are accountable to, recognizing how your role fits into the larger early childhood education system. And for example, as an Anganwadi workers, your role is not just to distribute nutrition supplement, but also to engage children in developmentally appropriate activities, maintain records of children's growth, coordinate with families and the health workers, and create a safe and inclusive learning environment. So can you list 3 key job responsibility you perform every day? Write them down or pause this video and say them aloud. This will help you linking role awareness to self-appraisal. And self-appraisal is a reflective practice. It is when you pause and ask, am I doing my job well? Where am I? Where can I improve? But this reflection is only meaningful when you are clear about your job expectations. So to self-appraisal effectively, you need to match your current performance with your defined role. Identify areas where you lack training or experience. Set a realistic goal for improvement. So you can use simple questions for self-appraisal. For example, you can set some questions for yourselves. Number 1, do I plan activities suited to children's age and development? Do I keep my learning space safe, clean and child-friendly? Am I communicating effectively with parents and guardians? Do I regularly update children's record and reports? If your answer is no, or sometimes to or any of these, that is your starting point for self-development. So how role awareness lead to self-development? Let's see, once you identify the gap through self-appraisal, your journey of self-development begins. This may include attending refresher training sessions, reading early childhood care education guidelines or resource book, learning from peers or mentors, and creating an action plan for improvement. For example, if you realize you are not engaging parents regularly, you might learn communication techniques or plan parent-teachers meetings. Knowledge about the integrated child development services or ICDS program is also help you to perform your role, understand your role. Now let us explore how knowledge about the ICDS program can be a powerful indicator for evaluating and enhancing your own professional growth. Let's begin with a quick questions. How familiar are you with the objectives and service of the ICDS program? Maybe you are very familiar, maybe you are somewhat familiar, or you may not be familiar. Don't worry. If you are not very familiar, by the end of this discussion, you will not only understand it well, but you will also be able to reflect on how your knowledge can guide your self-improvement journey. Regarding ICDS, it is one of the world's largest and most unique program for every childhood care. It is designed to improve the nutritional and health status of children aged from 0 to 6 years and to lay the foundation for their psychological, physical and social development. It also focuses on empowering mothers and caregivers through health and nutrition education. So can you list the 6 key services provided under ICDS? Let me help you with this. The 6 services include: number 1, supplementary nutrition; number 2, immunization; number 3, health checkups; Number 4, referral services. Number 5, preschool, non-formal education. And 6, nutrition and health education. This is the 6 areas. And why is ICDS knowledge important for ECCE personnel? You might be wondering, why is all important for you as an ECC personnel? Because if you are working in or associated with an Anganwadi center or in any early childhood education settings, your role goes beyond just teaching. You are a link between children, their families, the community, and the government system. So knowledge about ICDS help you to understand children's development needs holistically, support and coordinate with health and nutrition functionaries, integrate health, nutrition and learning activities effectively, and guide parents with accurate, relevant information. And this leads us to a self-reflective question. Have I been using my knowledge of ICDS to improve my teaching practice or support services? If your answer is yes, that is great. If not, that's okay too. Awareness is the first step towards self-development, and today you have been aware. So regarding self-appraisal, let's see, where do I stand or where do we stand? Let's talk about it. Self-appraisal means looking within and assessing where do I stand in terms of understanding the ICDS framework. You can ask yourselves, do I understand how ICDS link nutrition, health and education? Can I explain ICDS services to parents or new workers confidently? Am I aware of the roles of the Anganwadi workers, ASA or ANM? Do I maintain coordination with health workers during immunization drive? This list of questions is your self-appraisal tool. It shows your current involvement and points towards the area you could strengthen. So why we need self-development? For growing with purpose. Once you have appraised yourself, the next step is self-development. But how? Let me offer some suggestions. Attend training or refreshers programs on ICDS, participate in local health and nutrition campaign, collaborate with health workers and learn from them, read updated guidelines or handbooks from MWCD or UNICEF, involve parents in sessions about child health and nutrition. When you proactively seek knowledge, you grow, and so do the children under your care. Remember, this empowered early childhood education worker empowers its generation. So let us conclude this particular point with a self-reflection prompting that what one new things did I learn about ICDS program today, and how can I use it in my work? Please think. Take a few minutes after this video to write your answer in your learning portfolio or in a notebook. That is your action step, your commitment to self-growth. Knowledge about ICDS is equal to better self-appraisal, is equal to stronger self-development. Now let's begin by understanding how can we evaluate and improve ourselves through the skills for delivery of services, the very foundation of your role. So self-appraisal means honestly reflecting on your own work, what you do well or where you can improve. Let's ask ourselves a question. Am I doing my best to support the children and families I work with? Now how do we find the answer? We use the following 8 indicators as a tool to assess our work. Let's explore them one by one. First is supplementary nutrition. Food is the first fold towards a healthy development. As ECCE personnel, ask yourselves, am I ensuring that every child and mother receives the right quantity and quality of food? Do I know the basics nutritional needs for different age groups? So think of a day in your center and note down what food was served. Was it cooked hygienically? Was every child fed? If yes, well done. And if not, it is a chance to learn more about menu planning, more about portion control and food hygiene. And remember, every meal is an opportunity to nourish. And growth monitoring of children is not just measuring height and weight. It is about spotting early signs of malnutrition. So ask yourself, am I recording growth chart regularly and correctly? Can I interpret growth curves to identify underweight or overweight children? So definitely attending refresher session on WHO growth standard, practice filling charts, your accuracy could make a life-changing difference. Like that, health is wealth, especially for young children. So you reflect, try to answering these asking questions like, can I recognize symptoms of common illness like diarrhea, fever, or skin infections? Do I maintain cleanliness in the center to prevent infections? Am I coordinating well for immunization drives? Make a simple checklist of your healthcare routine. Tick what you do daily for unchecked items, that is your development areas. So learning can be joyful at preschool, and you are the first teacher in the child's life. So ask yourself, am I using age-appropriate activities to promote cognitive, language and motor skill development of children? Do I maintain daily learning schedule with variety and fun? Do I involve songs, storytelling and plan in your teaching or in my teachings? Attend training to play-based teaching and keep a diary of what worked well and what didn't in your classroom. That is your self-appraisal journal. And regarding nutritional health education, do parents in your community understand the importance of a balanced diet and hygiene? Ask yourselves. Do I organize regular nutrition awareness session? Can I explain the value of locally available food for growing children and pregnant mothers? Use posters, food samples, and interactive games during sessions. The more engaging you are, the more parents will remember. Regarding referral service, some children or mothers may need more than you can offer, and that is okay. Referring them to specialists is a vital part of the job. So you reflect by asking these questions. Do I know when to refer a child with severe malnutrition or disability? Do I keep a record of referral and follow-up? Do I know the nearby health centers and specialists? So build a contact list of referral points, keep it updated, and remember, timely referral can save a life. And every child is unique, friends. Some need extra support. So regarding identification of children with disability, you ask yourselves, can I spot sign of development delay? Am I involving parents and health workers in early identification? Think of one child you suspect need help. What signs did you notice? What did you do? If you acted on it, that's great. If not, now is your chance to learn more about early intervention, eliciting community participation. You are not alone. The community is your biggest partner. So ask, am I involving parents in center activities? Do I seek help from local leaders or NGOs from support and resources? Are mothers meeting regular and meaningful? So great list of people from your community. You can collaborate with this month. You keep a record. Working with the community not only reduce your burden, it brings new ideas and energy. And regarding recent utilization of services of ICDS, this is also a self-appraisal indicator. Now you know the reach and utilization of services of ICDS. First, let me ask you something have you ever stopped to ask yourselves, how many children and mothers am I truly able to reach through my center? And are they able to make the most of the services I provide? Take a moment, think about it. Because self-appraisal begins with self-awareness. So, friends, let's recapitulate the basics. That ICDS is one of the world's largest and most unique programs for early childhood development. It provides supplementary nutrition, immunization, health checkup, preschool education, nutrition and health education, referral services, and these services are delivered through Anganwadi centers where you, the ECC personnel and the frontline warriors are working. Now, here the key questions: are these services truly reaching those who need them and the most in your areas? Self-appraisal through resilience. And let's do a little exercise. Ask yourselves, do I maintain an updated list eligible children and women of my service areas? Have I identified children who are not attending regularly? Do I reach out to marginalized families, especially those from SC, ST, minority or migrant backgrounds? You see, this is not just about numbers. It is about inclusivity and equity. So, self-appraisal through utilization lens is very important. And regarding that utilization, there are many reflection points like: are parents aware of the nutrition health benefits offered? Are children attending preschool sessions regularly? Have I followed up on children who have dropped out? Let's say you noticed low attendance your preschool session. Ask yourself, so why might that be? Is it because seasonal works, patterns in the family, or cultural preferences, or a lack of parental awareness? Identify these barriers is the first step towards self-development. And from appraisal to action, and from appraisal to self-development goals. That is very interesting. So how do you plan to move forward? Let's create an action plan together. First, you identify the gap of your action or understanding. Understand the reason for that and plan a solution. After that, monitor the progress of the new plan and reflect and revise continuously. Suppose if only 60% of children are attending preschool sessions regularly, you may decide to organize home visit, conduct awareness session for mothers, use engaging learning materials to improve attendance. These are small yet powerful self-driven steps. Now we are focusing on a very important dimension: work facilities and environment. That is play a vital role in enhancing the effectiveness of service delivery at classroom level. Why work facility and environment matters? Because before we begin this, let us ask ourselves a question. Have you ever felt that the environment you work in affects how well you perform? Just like a well-prepared classroom helps a teacher, a well-equipped Anganwadi centers empowers you, the Anganwadi workers, to serve better. Let's now explore the key indicators for self-appraisal in these areas. Number one, we now take each of the 9 indicators, explain and guiding questions and development points related to self-appraisal and development. 1. Location of the Anganwadi center. This is very important. Is the Anganwadi center easily accessible to all? Is it safe and located within the village or town? Is your Anganwadi center within reach for children, lactating mothers and pregnant women? Are there any hazards, maybe roads, water bodies nearby? If not ideal, prepare a short report and discuss it with your supervisor. Advocating for location of your infrastructural improvement is a part of your leadership. Like that, do you have a pakka or permanent structure? Is it safe, clean and child-friendly? Are there separate space for storage, kitchen and preschool activity? Are toilets functional? Cleanliness is in your hands. Involve local self-help groups or panchayats to improve building maintenance. Like that, think about the internal environment, layout, ventilation, seating. Are children seated comfortably and safely at your center? Is the space ventilated and well lit? Even simple floor mats, wall display or handmade learning corners can make a big difference. Preschool material is the backbone of early childhood care education. Do you have adequate and age-appropriate materials? Are the materials clean and not broken? Are they rotated regularly to maintain interest? Make or collect low-cost teaching aids and using local materials. Keep refreshing your learning corner. So this is a key service. Another is supplementary food, how efficiently you are managing it. Is hot, fresh food cooked and served daily? Are all eligible beneficiaries receiving it? Maintain a food distribution register. Engage mothers in menu planning. So being the first responders in your community, you must have some basic health support available at your center. Do you have a first aid kit? Do you check expiry dates? Request timely supply through your supervisor. Attend local health camps to stay informed. So friends, awareness is power. IEC materials helps convey vital health and nutritional messages. Ask yourself, are posters and charts displayed in the local language? Are you using them regularly during sessions? So make use of nutritional campaign materials and national campaign materials. Ask ASAs or NM for updated IEC resources. Regarding equipment, do you have all necessary equipments like weighting scales, height, charts, utensils? Are they functional and well maintained? Are growth monitoring tools used regularly? So all these things are very important, and also important maintaining records and register. Proper documentation is a sign of professionalism. So you reflect. All are registered, updated. Are you comfortable handling data? So practice regular update. If you find any format confusing, do not hesitate to ask for training support. So growing through self-appraisal regularly. Because self-appraisal is not criticism, friends. It is about growing with awareness. When you reflect on these indicators, you identify strength and plan for improvement. And which one area will you improve this month? You reflect and you prepare action plan for self-development. To support your self-development journey, I offer you a simple plan. First, assess your current facilities using the indicator, and second, act by taking small steps: clean, repair, update, report, and advocate by sharing your needs with the CDPOs or supervisor. Because you are not alone. Your growth empowers your community. Let us not explore another important dimension. That dimension that help your professional identity. That is attitude towards work. For an Anganwadi workers, self-development begins with cultivating the right attitude towards work. This attitude influences how effectively you serve the children, you serve the mothers and the community. Let's explore 4 key indicators of a positive work attitude. Number 1, willingness to work or perform duties, willingness to accept responsibilities, desire to achieve goals and target, and accepting criticism in a matured and healthy manner. So think about yesterday. Were you proactive in starting your tasks, or did someone need to remind you? Willingness to work means showing initiative. It means you do not wait to be told what to do. You understand your role and do it with enthusiasm, whether it is preparing the preschool space, conducting growth monitoring, or counseling a mother. Your readiness to act speaks volumes. A positive work attitude means treating every duty, big or small, as an opportunity to make a difference. And the willingness to accept responsibility, desire to achieve goals and target, to meet and even exceed these targets. These are some of the important criteria through which you can appraise yourself and can open the windows for your self-development. And the last thing, which is accepting criticism in a mature and healthy manner. It is very important because you considered every feedback coming from different stakeholders as a gift. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable, but it helps us to grow. Do you become defensive when someone points out a mistake, or do you listen, reflect, and improve? A healthy attitude means you do not take feedback personally. You use it as a stepping stone for self-improvement. So friends, we have identified these 4 indicators. Just I want to recapitulate. That is willingness to work and perform duties, willingness to accept responsibility, and desire to achieve goals and target. And last one is accepting criticism in a mature and healthy manner. And another indicator, that is personal and professional qualities. And these are, of course, the foundation of your day-to-day work and long-term development. And what qualities do you think an ideal Anganwadi worker should have? Punctuality, cleanliness, patience, communication skills, or all the above? Of course, all the above. All these are essentials. Let's understand them better. Punctuality and regularity is always important, and personal hygiene and neatness, patience and kindness, record keeping skills, willingness to learn, all are important. And leadership and performance quality is very important. Every Anganwadi worker is a leader. Whether you realize it or not, you lead the way in early childhood education and care. Let's understand the leadership and perform qualities that matters. So what are the key qualities? With practical example I am going to give you. Suppose initiative. Do you take the lead in planning activities and solving issues? Suppose decision making ability, choosing the right food items or organizing emergency care need confidence. Planning and execution, preparing monthly schedule, early childhood education activities, show performance. Monitoring and reporting, regular growth monitoring and timely reporting ensures program success. Teamwork, you often coordinate with ASHA's workers, supervisors, helpers, working in harmony is leadership. So match the tasks with the leadership quality. Organizing a village meeting, choosing nutrition snacks, preparing monthly timetable, helping a mother understanding growth chart, and keep a performance diary to track your activity weekly. Celebrate a small win like improve attendance or a successful immunization day. Now let's look at the third and most heart-touching part is relationship. The way you build relationship impact how the community trusts you and how children feel in your at your centers. So create a safe, loving space for children. Learn each child name. Be approachable. Listen to children's concern and guide them gently. Participate in village meetings. Promote schemes. Accept feedback. Share your learnings and support others. Do not forget, self-love and confidence are equally important. And think of a recent incident where you helped resolve a parent's concern. How did it make you feel? Could it have been handled differently? So, practice active listening, speak respectfully, and respond rather than react. These are the root of creating or developing a strong relationship. So, friends, with this, we want to conclude this video, and definitely this video will help you to appraise your own activity and which definitely make you aware about your self-development. And once you aware about your self-development, then definitely you will be motivated to develop your own action plan for improvisation. Thank you very much.